The Jurassic coast stretches from Exmouth in East Devon to Old Harry's Rocks near Swanage in East Dorset, a distance of 96 miles covered in coastal paths that lead along the cliff edges. Inscribed on the World Heritage List in 2001, the Jurassic Coast was the first natural World Heritage Site to be designated in the United Kingdom. The Jurassic Coast consists of Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous cliffs, spanning the Mesozoic, documenting 185 million years of geological history. Corfe Castle is a village and civil parish. Built by William the Conqueror, the castle dates to the 11th century. So this is looking absolutely spectacular. Some really nice shots in. And I've just got a closed in composition using some foreground interest. I'm hoping that's a bit more original than just going to the top and shooting the rays of the mist coming through the castle, which we've all seen quite a lot of. But it's looking absolutely stunning. And I've kind of got it, so I've got a bit of that path in too. It's going to be a two focus stack, one on the foreground, one on the background, and double exposure, so overexpose the foreground. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I really like that. Got some awesome drone footage too. It's quite hard because you're just trying to control that light. Yeah, it is really hard actually. This is just so nice. I knew it was worth staying here one more day, coming up here and staying one more day. I think I'll get down a bit more lower and try and get some shots more closed in. So it wasn't quite as simple as just turning up and achieving this shot. This was my second day shooting here, but I was so happy with what I got in the clouds this time. We had a full cloud cover over the castle, which just makes the shot. And finding that composition with more foreground interest, I'm hoping made this shot a little bit more unique. And doing a two focus stack, as you can see, the definition and quality is outstanding. Every single branch is pinpoint accurate. And I just love this blanket of frost that I got the second day. So I'm super happy with this capture. It's a definite keeper. I will be posting it as part of my portfolio. So I was really happy to finally achieve that shot. I think that was really promising. Really quick shoot because I want to move on. I tend to find myself spending too much time in one spot and wasting time. So I want to move on and follow the coastline back to Cornwall now and see if we can get some misty wood shots. But that was really successful. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, you know, just having that frost makes it a little bit more unique than your standard Corfe Castle shot. And I hope I found a composition that's a little bit more original. Yeah, that was really successful. God, look at this ice. Man, it is dangerous. Wow, look at them frost on them trees. That looks amazing. This is my compass. This is my sat nav. Real navigation. So let's carry on down here and have a little check. So let's carry on down here and have a little check because this is looking really nice. So I'm just going to take a little walk back down to this area that was really frosty. I have this thing, right, where I always have to beat my last shot, and I've got to get that out of my head, because sometimes simple things are just as effective as, you know, outstanding things. You know, you have these, like the last 2 storm shots I got, I really felt like they were really good, and it's hard to beat that, but simple things can still be effective. Oh wow, look at this. That is stunning. Let's get a shot of that. Wow. I should have brought my wide angle with me. I've left it back at the car, for God's sakes. Let's see what we can do with the long lens. Now, I've found something here I really like. This tree here, and this little windy road that goes up. So you're not seeing where it goes, which makes it really mystical, because it's kind of like going up into the forest. And all these trees are covered in a white frost. This composition is really nice. I like this. That is spectacular. Yes, the first kind of like definite keeper for the past couple of days now of a woodland pick. I really like that. Let's just line that, straighten it up. F13, focusing on infinity. Well, focus to the end of the road. ISO 100. I'm in at 70mm. I really like that. I think that could be a possible keeper. Oh, gnats here or something. Getting bitten. So yes, we've got one. I really like that. Okay, we're doing good. We've done good this morning. Corfe Castle. We've got a couple of woodland shots I really like. We've got this one now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That is definitely a keeper. So I'm super happy with this capture. I love that tree to the right of the frame. It just looks so gothic. And the way I positioned the composition just got a bit of foreground interest in there. And at the top of the frame I had the trees to cover that overexposed sky. So that was really cool, just to be able to frame that image. And I love that leading line into the forest, because it almost disappears and it kind of reels you in to what could be at the end of that lane. So I really am happy with this one. It's an absolute keeper. I will be posting it as part of my portfolio, and I've got some really nice detail in there. And just the colours were just so bizarre and rich, and it just has a really cold feeling to that shot, so I'm really happy about that. And as you can see with the footage, it is as I captured it. There wasn't really a great deal done to that edit, so really cool. So I usually like to have a location in mind to where I'm going, but as the sun was rising I was just kind of driving around and capturing some of that last bit of mist that was burning off from the frost, and I came across this part of the woodland that I really liked. I liked the right of the frame, that really bendy tree that pulls you in, and I also got this shot. Now I think the first look at it you're kind of like wow, but then it's a bit complicated, there's a bit too much going on in the foreground. It's not a keeper. I won't be posting this one, and the right of the sky is very bland. It's kind of nice, but it's not good enough really. And then I came across this composition on a really nice old bridge, but again I just don't think it's strong enough to be something I'll be posting, but it was nice. Room 247. I was in 245 last night. It's quite a nice hotel actually. Not too bad. Not that cheap, but not that expensive. Middle ground. Back. Not the best night for photography, I've got to admit. But it was worth the effort because you just never know. Fingers crossed for a big miss tomorrow. That's all we want now, to see this whole little photo, travel, exploration, explore, all the above. That would see it off now. If we could just get some extraordinary conditions tomorrow. Just charging up all my gear here, so I think it's just getting an early one tonight. Right, Old Harry's Rocks, get some drone footage and then make my way back to Cornwall. It's now 20 to 7, so we've got 40 minutes to get there until light, roughly. But there's no frost. I'm a bit gutted, to be honest. I was really hoping for a big blanket of fog. We might get fog, but I doubt it. It's a bit annoying, but that's just the way it goes, man. It's hard. Weymouth. Not very nice. It's a nice place, but I don't know, something about it. It's a bit, well, all these seaside towns are run down now, aren't they? They're nothing compared to what they used to be. Right, sorted out parking, which is a nightmare. I had to download the damn app. That's sorted now. So I just keep getting down there now. Cool, that was a lot longer walk than I can remember. Freaking hell. Sweating now. We're nearly here. So we know what direction the sun is rising. So we'll get to a decent location along this cliff. Man, that walk was a lot further than I remember. Whew. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for kind of the prospect of a colourful sunrise. Bit of wind, no rain, which is great. So we can definitely fly the drone. And I think I will set up for a time lapse. A few people here, but not many. So I think the best composition is the main one that one goes for, because you just got these two cliff faces that block that last one. It would look odd in a photo, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get my camera out because the conditions just aren't that unique to warrant a photo, I don't think. We'll see how the sky goes, but it's so flat, it's like glass. This is a really hard location to get a composition. Losworth Cove. It's kind of like, there's this direction which is a sunrise direction shot. You can't really get anything for sunset facing that way that looks pleasing. All the rocks are kind of like in the wrong positions. But we'll see what we can shoot here. We've got a really big sweeping weather front coming through now. It almost looks like hazy mist. So I'm going to shoot this way and see what I can do. It might look alright, long exposure. We'll see. Let's get the camera out. Just need to wash off my tripod and boots now. Oh. Absolutely covered in mud. So that's it for tonight. The rain is here. The sun has gone down. Just washed off all my boots and tripod, covered in mud. And I think it's a wrap. So I think that was a really productive little trip. I think it was 4 days in total and I came away with 3 keepers, so that's really good going. Now please subscribe, like and share, and I'm already planning the next location, but due to lockdown restrictions it's going to be a local one and on my exercise route. So please subscribe and then you'll get a notification for the next vlog. Right, cheers and gone.